I don't give a love to fuck about what them bitches gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love to fuck about what them niggas gotta say. I'm a West nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akim, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's a Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm really no man, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad of this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga, training, go through the baddest conditions. I'm fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. And that ain't Putin like that, man. Niggas, she know I'm a prophet, she glad to be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit till I go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the back thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We sticking up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get you some rank, I told. Line up in the soldier, you can take that to the bank, we focus on how many times all that weak shit that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat bitch with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world, I responded and called back. Oh Lord, and everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, yeah, hunter, we unaffiliated with them. They tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine, that's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't but the same. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be precious hell, take a picture. And we special now with the scriptures. Play, we gon' scratch them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Rap in it, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the group with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for kill. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up, my niggas I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got nines, AKs, but brothers. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, yeah, hunter, we unaffiliated with them. They tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always ask us like, why y'all fuck with such and such? Why y'all won't come together with such and such? I be like, we unaffiliated with them. Understand me? Like, niggas be out here on some weirdo shit. And to be honest, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Hey, that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. Oh.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog.
Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. I'm in a hell of a hole. Was never expected to grow. Just Isupk Satx in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show. We could all be at peace. As long as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now. One day you'll see just how it feels. No compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gonna be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you wouldn't, you fit the Lord, fuck the cocktail. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress. She a bomb, change it, served. They making oxtail. Glock fresh, I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the women shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through it in the damn. Yo, jealous. I'm jealous, I bought a brand new pair of bellows. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
All right, clap it up. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And today is the scripture breakdown class in San Antonio, Texas, where we go into the scriptures, break down whatever it is you need to know about God, the Bible, life, and all of that good stuff. Today, I definitely want to talk about our oppressor because he's trying to hide. He's trying to hide more and more who he really is because his time is winding up. And what we're going to do is expose who he really is, expose the lies, because that is the thing that keeps him in the dark. That's the thing that makes him be this thing in your mind that has potential for some form of righteousness or good or justice, or I don't know what it is that people want from the white man, but the Lord has shown you through your lives and the lives of your family and through the lives of and through history how evil our oppressor is, and we still don't believe it. We believe how evil that man was that stepped on our shoe last week. I was at a club, and I remember I was on 6th Street one time, and I remember this song came on, that I don't care, I love it. And white people start jumping up and down. And I remember this white man jumping up and down on this dude's Air Force Ones. And when the song came on, he just jumped all over the shoes. And I was like, oh my God, this man is about to tear the club up. He slid his foot back, looked at his shoe, seen his laces were pitch black, and said, it's all good. And when I saw that, brother, I knew that the witchcraft was laid on so thick in the black man's mind. Because if I would have nudged his shoe badly, actually, I'm not crazy. Hey, I'm teaching class right now. I'm gonna call you when I finish. All right. I know if that would have been a black man, and if I would have just barely scuffed his shoe, I know we would have tore that club up. But he had so much empathy, so much compassion, and so much love for that white man that he probably threw them shoes away and bought a new pair of shoes to keep the peace with that white man. And that thing that we give them, they don't deserve it. We do. And that's what I want to teach you on today. I want to teach you to take the compassion that you give them away from them and give it to your brother. That's how we're going to build heaven on earth. The only reason it's hell is not only because of the oppression that they put upon us, it's the oppression that we put upon us. We fight each other and hate each other so much because we try to love them. And no man can serve two masters. All right, we got any questions? Come on, let's get it.
It's like the other one. I got a question on Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 15.
Okay.
Then I commended mirth, because a man hath no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry, for that shall abide with him by his labor the days of his life, which God giveth him under the sun. Verse 16, when I applied mine heart to know wisdom and to see the business that is done upon the earth, for also there is that neither day nor night seeth sleep with his eyes. So I need to break down on that.
Okay, so this is Solomon, and Solomon being the richest, wisest man to ever walk the face of the earth. He's writing this so that you can understand what life is all about, right? And Solomon having all the riches, having all the women, having all of the respect, he's showing you how he felt in those times having all of this, right? And he's showing you that even though I was so rich, had all this wealth, it still meant nothing. And that's a thing in our mind that we think our problem is a financial problem. Once we get money, all the problems go away. But what bad boys say? More money, more problems. But we ignore that. We ignore that. We ignore what rich people say about having more. And this is Solomon saying the same thing. Read it again.
It's like you, sir. Start at 16.
Whatever you want to start.
Come on, sir. When I applied mine heart to know wisdom.
No, 15. You started at 15.
Come on, sir. Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 15. Then I commended mirth, because a man hath no better thing under the sun than to eat and to drink and to be merry.
That's it right there. That's what life is a lot about to a lot of us. Life is about eating, drinking, and having fun. And he's like, this, I commend this because this is pleasurable in a man's mind. Keep going.
For that shall abide with him of his labor the days of his life, which God giveth him under the sun.
Yeah, he can have a memory of eating, drinking, and having fun after all of the work he's done. Now imagine if you work, and you never get to go and enjoy your work. You never get to, you know what that feels like. Right. You get a paycheck and you can't go buy a Whopper with it. You work 40 hours, you go buy one Whopper and put cheese on it, and then you like, I can't wait for this next check. He's like, you know, a good thing in life that you could kind of be happy about and think back on is working and being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, your work. Keep going.
16. When I applied mine heart to know wisdom and to see the business that is done upon the earth, for also there is that neither day nor night seeth sleep with his eyes.
Yeah, he said, when I start to focus on wisdom, say that's when things really opened up. See, let me tell you something about wisdom. Wisdom is way more important than money.
Right.
Because if you have wisdom, you can get money. A rich dummy gonna be broke soon, but a poor wise man could be rich forever. He can be rich for generations, for his children's children's children can be rich because of his wisdom. So when he starts to apply himself into wisdom, now he doesn't want to sleep. He doesn't want to rest. He wants more of it. It becomes the thing that he's addicted to, learning. And a lot of brothers do that when they come into school. A lot of brothers come into school and they see that the knowledge of the Lord is so much more fulfilling than what the world did with money and mirth and partying. And they start to say, nah, I'm not going out tonight. Nah, I'm not going. I'm going to study. I'm going to sit around with the brothers so I can ask questions and get more wisdom. He's showing you that vanity doesn't fulfill you. Money, cars, clothes, and hoes, you'll never have enough. How much money is enough? $1 billion, 100 billion, $1 trillion? Is that enough? No, it ain't enough. Because now you got to keep it. You got to maintain it. And now the stress of maintaining $1 billion is the thing that's going to kill you. Just imagine the stress you got trying to pay your car note right now. Well, imagine you're not going to get $1 billion and keep that car and pay it off and not have no bills. No, you're going to go and get more cars, more properties, more boats, summer house, spring house, winter house, fall house. You're going to go and buy all. Now you got to maintain it. And that's going to be your new stress. You're never going to live stressing. But with the wisdom and the knowledge that you get, you'll be able to make wise decisions that won't bring more stress into your life. That's what Solomon is talking about.
Water, sir.
And the ball. Next question. Okay. We got any questions online? We got nothing online? I can get into my topic. I don't see none. Our oppressor just tried to hide himself and become, in your mind, a good man. Do you know how many people I've heard say, you know, not all white people are bad. And I will agree that not all white people are bad. But there's something in them that you can't ignore, which is their predatory nature. They're predators by nature, naturally, all right? And I was having a discussion yesterday at camp with a few people, and I kept asking white people this question that they couldn't answer. Every time they would bring up unity, we need to come together. We all need to come together. I would ask them, if you are a sheep herder and you want to protect sheep, would you put them in a cage with a lion? And they say, well, what do you mean? Well, what are we talking about? I said, we're talking about sheep. No, but I mean, I don't understand the question. You know why they don't understand the question? Because they fill the box that they're getting put in. Because they know that they're the lion and we're the sheep. And that's what we call all through the scriptures. The Lord said, my flock have become prey to every beast of the field. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you don't know that you're prey. You think you're the predator. That's what you think. You think you're the predator. Why do you think you're the predator?
It's like Cirque because they frame it to be we are the predator.
Yeah, they put you on that social media and on the news and say that you are from the shithole country. You're a bunch of rapists and thieves and murderers when you're not. That's not who you are. Even at the peak of your violence and gang violence, the Crips and the Bloods and the Latin Kings and all that, they've probably killed, I think, statistically, 20,000 people since their beginning. 20,000. World War I and World War II is white on white violence. They killed 100 million people. That's what they did. Who's more violent? They are. But you still don't see them. You don't go into a crowd of white people and get nervous. You go into a crowd of Black and Hispanics and get nervous. You go into a crowd of your own people and say, I gotta watch my back because these niggas in here. But then you go into a crowd of white people and jump up and down with them and party and drink and get high to the sky with the predators because you believe the lie that they teach you. We have to expose the lie to keep you safe. The white man is the devil that Bible is talking about. Right. He is the most evil race of people that were created. And they were created to be evil. Okay, it's like the movie. The Joker is the bad guy in the movie. Freddy Krueger is the bad guy in the movie. Jason, Chucky, they're the bad guys. At any time, do you look in the movie and say that there is hope for Jason? Why not? Mike?
Because he's the killer, sir.
Because he's the killer. He's the bad guy. You don't ever look in the movie and say, there's hope for Chucky. When you see Chucky sitting in that living room, sitting in the midst of all them toys, and he just sitting in there, you're looking at Chucky, and you never think that Chucky's going to be the good, then he's going to convert over to being a good toy. You look at Chucky, and all you're waiting for him to do is what?
To kill or get killed.
That's it. It's the whole, you see Chucky, you looking for Chucky. The movie is Chucky. Okay, where's Chucky? All right, when is he going to kill somebody? Why do you think like that?
We're programmed that way.
Go ahead.
You know he up to no good because his name is Chucky. Like,
Give her a hand. You know that Chucky is the bad guy. Anytime you see when you recognize the bad guy in the movie, you know that this is the bad guy. So all you expect for him to do is bad things. Every conversation he has is a bad conversation. It's setting up somebody to die, get stole from, to get robbed. Like, you know that everything that he's doing is bad. Why can't you see that with the white man? Why can't you see those meetings that he's having in the Senate and the government and those press conferences that he's doing? All of those things are setups for bad things to happen to you. Because you are the good guys. You're the kind people. You're the loving people. And the kind, loving people always get hurt by the bad guys. We have to reprogram you. So we have to identify who these people are so that you can be safe. Give me numbers. Let me help you understand something about the Bible. Numbers 35 and 33.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Read that again.
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land.
Stop. When we kill each other, then the only way the land gets justice is when you die the way you killed. That's how the lands get. That's how the earth becomes balanced. Because the law says an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So that's a life for a life. So the Lord is teaching you, don't defile the land with blood, because, keep going.
And the land cannot be cleansed
Because the land cannot be cleansed, keep going,
of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
the only way you can clean the land is for the people that shed the blood, their blood have to be shed. And there is a people, there's a nation that has shed more blood in every land. Every land. They've shed so much blood that the earth is crying out for their blood. It needs it. That's why it's falling apart. The earth is opening up. The tectonic plates are shifting. There are earthquakes happening. They're sucking all the oil out the ground. You know, the oil is getting, the dirt is ashy. The ground is ashy under the soil because all of the lotion, all of the earth's lotion, which is oil, is being sucked up out of the earth. The fish in the sea are dying. The birds in the sky, they're dying because everything is being polluted. They are shedding the blood of the animals. They're shedding the blood of everything and everyone. So now everything and everyone is crying for justice. They're all crying out for the Lord to step in. And the Lord is stepping in. And you have to understand that what you see happening right now in the earth is the Lord bringing justice to all the crimes that have happened since who?
Since Esau, Salakia, since Cain.
Since Abel. Now just imagine that. The Lord is, all of this is going to happen, and the judgment is going to happen all the way back to Abel until the last murder. All that blood has to be cleansed. So what type of destruction is coming? I don't even know if you can comprehend it. That's why it's so important to take what we do in here serious. It's so important not to come in here and be a hypocrite and not half-ass, because what you don't want to be is a part of the blood that has to be shed in order to cleanse the world. So what do? You come in here and die. You choose a new life. That's what you do. You come in here and become a new creature, because if you don't become a new creature and if you remain an old creature, then your blood has to be shed in order for this place to ever be clean. You understand? Give me go ahead. Somebody had their hand up. Give me what scripture was that I was finna go to? Oh, let me read just the top paragraph of this book.
This is Who is Edom? Salakia. Who is Esau? Edom by Charles A. Wiseman. Page 5. The legacy of Esau, Edom. To help answer the question of who is Esau, Edom, the first necessary step is to examine the racial and genealogical history of Esau and his descendants. Life and history of Esau. Esau was the firstborn of Isaac, and thus was heir to the birthright delivered from the direct racial lineage of Adam to Noah to Abraham. Thus Esau, racially an Adamite, a Semite, and a Hebrew, the racial stock of the white race.
Of the what race?
White race.
So who is Esau today?
The white race.
That's according to the white scholars. White people know that they are descendants of Esau. So if they know that they are the descendants of Esau, then don't they also know who the descendants of Jacob is?
Right.
They do. They've always known. They've always known. You know who doesn't know? You don't know. You have no clue who you are. But they have a clue who you are because they know what lie they told to you. They know it. So now they are running from justice. They're running from judgment. And that's why the Lord said, a fugitive and a vagabond, you're going to be in the earth because you're going to always be on the run. Now, let me get Obadiah. Let's go through Obadiah real quick. If anybody got any questions, y'all just type them in. I'm still answering questions. But until we get some questions, I was going to go over this. Start at verse 1.
Khan. This is the book of Obadiah. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom.
Concerning who?
Edom.
All right, so what is this about? This entire book of Obadiah is about the prophecy of what God is going to do to Edom. All right, go ahead.
We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Mm-hmm.
Thou art greatly despised.
Mm.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high.
We're talking about the white man here, who lives in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high. I never understood why they want to live in 50-story buildings. I just never thought about that. I was like, damn, you got to live way up there? Like that's somebody's house? I thought those buildings were just buildings. And I was like, damn, people stay up there that high? Because that's their spirit, to live high in rocks. You know, white people don't have the same type of, like, you care about life. You just, you think a wind could blow too hard and you'll fall out that 50-story building. They don't think like that. They free climb walls with no rope. That's a different level of heaven right there. Like, you don't feel death, you don't feel life, you don't feel nothing. You don't have no conscience. And that's because they're so full of pride. And that spirit is now going into a people that shouldn't have that spirit. That's why you're so destroyed, because you're living out the pride of a nation that is full of pride when you are not a prideful nation. You're becoming like them. Keep going.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Verse 4. Thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
The white man is the eagle. That's on the American flag. That was the Romans, the Greeks. Every white country wants to be the predator that flies high. And what animal preys on the eagle? None. Can't nobody get up to where he at. And what does the white man do? He set his nest amongst the stars. He goes into the space. This Bible is talking about Esau, the super predator of the earth. You're not called the eagle. You're not even called the lion. You are called sheep. Remember that. All over the scripture, you are the flock. You are my flock. You need a shepherd. You got to understand that these predators that sit over you, they are the worst type of predator. They're a predator that no one preys upon. That's why he chose the eagle. And though they set their nest on the stars, what did the Lord say?
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Even though you go to the stars and the space and the moon, you're still going to get brought down. Now imagine how a people that's so base, we farmers. We are lowly, compassionate, loving people. We see these people going to the moon. We put them on the moon. It was our mathematicians. Our women were called computers because they could do math so great. They computed all of this math out by hand and put them up there, and we still look at them like, damn, they so amazing. We're not even seeing that. We're the one putting them there. Why? Because we're believing the lie that they're so much greater than us. Even though the Lord allowed them to go to the moon and outer space and fly rockets, the Lord is letting them do all of that so he can destroy them. He is showing you that the God that you've chose, which is the white man, is not more powerful than the God that chose you. Keep going.
Verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough?
Listen, if somebody come in your house and steal out your house, they're going to at least just steal the flat screen. You know, they're going to steal the TV out of there. Probably go in there, find some shoes they like. You know, if you got a gun or two, they probably take your gun. Wouldn't they steal until they had enough? Listen, the white man will go into your house. No, don't change the lock. Leave your pictures on the wall and sit in your living room, and you'll come in your house and say, what are you doing here? And they will say, you are intruding in my house, trespassing in my house, and shoot you for trespassing. And the police will come and say, why did you shoot him? Oh, he's trespassing in my house. Whose picture is that? That's his, but this is my house. Oh, okay. That's the white man. White man has stolen land, claimed the land, and put the owners of the land in a corner. He said, this is you can have this in your house. You can go sleep in that closet in there. Go ahead.
So, like, sir, that reminds me of what happened to that brother in Dallas, Botham Jean, where he was sitting in his living room
eating ice cream,
and a white police officer, a female police officer, you know, broke into his house and shot him dead.
You can't even sit in your house and eat ice cream out.
And then during the trial, the bailiff was brushing her hair.
Yeah, that's what happens when you got all power in your hand, because everybody believes a lie. You know where the power comes from? You give him the power by believing he's the good guy. You know why predators are able to prey on people for so long, like child molesters? You know why child molesters have to go and register? Because by going to register, that's letting people know that you're a predator. You can't hide. You're not safe. So what does that do? That makes everyone else around safer, because now they know who you are. No one knows who the white man is. No one's ever able to see him for who he really is. You're not able to do it because you believe the lie. Keep going.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Listen, now, if somebody came and took the grapes out your field, would they take the whole field? Wouldn't they leave something? No, not the white man. Keep going.
Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Let me tell you what's about to happen. Our oppressor, all his allies are about to turn on him. This is prophesied in the Bible. This is one chapter. Obadiah had to he said this, he dropped a mean ball and dropped the mic. This is one chapter that Obadiah dropped, and it tells the prophecy of the beginning and the end of the white man's empire. Salaki, you know what this is written for? To give you hope. To let you know that he's not going to win forever. And for so long, our oppressor has won. And he's a sore winner. He's a sore winner. He has the White House. He has the House of Representatives. He has the Senate. He has the government. He has the city councils, the city officials. He has all the money. We were talking to some white people at the table, and they were saying, we're going to pray for you. It was like, we're going to pray for y'all. We're going to pray for y'all. What the brother asked her?
He said, well, while you praying for us, can you pray that the Lord give me some bread, some money?
Yeah, he said, well, while you praying, ask the Lord to give us some money. What did she say?
She said, well, I don't know. I mean, I gotta, she started going into the Lord's Prayer.
She couldn't even listen to this. In white people's mind, they won't even pray for you to have money. Now just think about that. Hey, can you pray for me to get rich? Oh no, I can't do that. I'll just pray that God blesses you.
The Lord's will be done.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
If it's the Lord's will for you to be prosperous.
Imagine that. Now, everything they have come from you. They got everything. And you say, please, since you are praying for me, pray that I get money. No, we're not going to pray for money. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be. That's how evil the white man. They won't even pray that you. They won't even pray that you have a little breath. That's how evil they are. And you don't see them as Freddy Krueger. Go ahead.
It's crazy because she was saying her own prayer at first. Like it was her own prayer. Like, I just want to say this. I hope the Lord blesses your heart and the Lord does this and woo, her own prayer.
Yeah.
So when he said, can you ask for money? Then she went to the Lord's Prayer after that. She said, oh, now let me give him the Lord's Prayer.
Oh, my goodness. That's who you're dealing with. And if once you're able to break free, see, this will keep you safe because now you will always see them as lions. And then you'll know that you're the lamb. Stop looking at yourself as the lion. You're not the lion. You're the lamb. Christ is the lion of the tribe of Judah. Judah, we the tribe, and a lion is our signet. But when it comes to us being in this world, we're sheep. That's what we are. The tribe of Benjamin, they're wolves. The tribe of Issachar, they the ass and all that. When it comes to us all being together, we are sheep. We are lamb. That's what we are. Remember that. Don't believe that stuff that make you think that you're the bad guy. You're not. You're the good guys. You're kind. That's why the Bible says that the meek will inherit the earth. Because you're meek. You're humble. You're compassionate. Keep reading.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Mm-hmm.
There is none understanding in him. Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
Let me tell you something. All of the technology that our oppressor has that makes him feel so strong and confident that he's going to defeat everybody and win all the war and that it's not going to happen. The Lord is going to strip the knowledge out of Edom. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but they got these UAP videos, right? And they've been coming out talking more about the UAPs. That's UFOs, unidentified objects, right? Flying phenomenal, whatever they call that. And they said they've been trying to shoot missiles, and these UFOs turn off their missile system. They'd be trying to shoot certain things, and they've been turning off their systems. And that's why they got to come out and talk about it, because they're trying to do things that they can't do. Every time they try to go and do this and do that, sometimes it don't work. You know, they turning off our defense system, and they're doing this and this and that. The Lord is going to show you about a real defense system real soon. He's going to turn off all the lights. Keep going.
And understanding out of the mount of Esau.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
They cut off by what?
By slaughter.
By some of them?
Every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Let me tell you what God is trying to get you to understand. That you can't save them. Give me vessels of honor and vessels of dishonor, da. You can't save them. And another brother, you hold where you at. Give me who can make straight what I made crooked. Give me that scripture. Go ahead, da. Read that. Let me show y'all something real quick that'll help you, understand the Lord and understand what's happening. You got it?
God, sir. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay?
Read that again.
Hath not the potter power over the clay?
The Lord is the potter. He's the one that made us.
Right.
And Paul is saying, are you saying God doesn't have control over what he makes? Have not the potter power over the clay? Go ahead.
Of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor.
He said, can't the potter make something that he loves? Like this right here. I make this menorah. And then with the same clay, I take it and make an ashtray and put buds in it and gum and boogers. Or make a toilet. People go and, take shits on and piss in and throw up in. Can I use the same clay to do that if I'm the creator? Keep going.
Verse 22. What if Yahweh, willing to shew his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath?
Let me tell you something. Paul's like, what if the Lord enduring with long suffering these vessels of dishonor? See, y'all look at this like we never going to get out of it. But what if the Lord just made them to do what? Keep going.
Fitted to destruction.
Fitted to what?
To destruction.
Just to destroy them. Keep going.
Verse 23. And that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy.
And when he destroys them, then he's going to reward the vessels of honor, the vessels of mercy. He's going to destroy the bad guys and uplift the good guys. That's what Paul is trying to get them to understand. You looking at the Romans, you're looking at the U.S. as if it's a place that'll never be destroyed. They'll always be the superpower. But what if the Lord is raising them up just so he can throw them down?
Right.
Just so everybody can see it. That's what the white man knows. That's what everybody knows. Keep going.
Which he had afore prepared unto glory.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 24. Even us, whom he have called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
That's what we trying to get you to understand. Even though you wasn't raised in Jerusalem, you still have an opportunity to get this and see the fall of your enemy. Here, I read that. Edom.
This is the definition of Edom in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It says Edom, the kingdom of Edom.
The last paragraph.
Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments.
What are they?
In the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments.
This is what white scholars know about the nation of Edom, Esau. They know that these people are the scene of judgment. Now, just imagine that. I know that Christ is going to come back and he's going to be laser focused on Edom.
Right.
That's what he just said.
Right.
We just read in Obadiah where it said they will all be cut off by what? By slaughter. This is a known fact. This is what we know, and this is how we know the movie is going to end. This is the spoiler alert. I'm telling you right now, this is how it's going to end. They're going to all die.
Right.
Spoiler alert. The books, the white theologians and historical scholars are all saying they know who the nation of Edom is, and they know how they're going to die, how it's all going to end. Keep going.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
Read that again.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High.
What are we talking about? Why are you trying to save the people that the only people that were not promised any mercy from the Lord? You working against God. You are antichrist. Go ahead.
And it's crazy because the battles that we have for over 50 years in the UPK is the white man going to get salvation?
That's the only battle we have.
And he's not going to get, not only not going to get salvation, he's not even going to get mercy.
No mercy.
That's crazy.
He's not going to get none. He's the only one. You know what they don't ever say? Well, what about the Asians? I don't see the Asians on there. What about the East Indians? I don't see them on there. They don't ever ask about them. What about the white man? No. Why? Because you got his spirit in you. That's why Christ said, ye are of your father, the devil. The lust of your father he will do. You were a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. This whole thing is the Lord showing you, I made these people to show you that you don't need to follow nobody. Follow me. Do what I say do, because I got a people on here that'll bring you into utter destruction. They'll take everything from you. If a thief was to steal, at least he would just steal until he had enough. But I got a people on this earth that'll never have enough. They'll never be able to steal enough. They'll steal your name, your identity. They'll say that they're you and that you are somebody else. That's how bad they'll steal. They'll steal your identity and give you a Crayola color. That's what they'll do. I got a creation that I made just to show you how bad this could get. And then when I'm done with them, I'm going to destroy them all just to show you that you should have been listening to me. And you know what you say? But that's not right, though. Paul said, damn, don't the potter got power over the clay? How you going to tell me? Matter of fact, I go up a couple of verses. Back to Romans 9.
Before?
Esau about Jacob, 13. 9 to 13.
Okay, come on.
This is how that started. Go ahead.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
See, now, because of religion, you never knew that this was such an important thing in the Bible. He is breaking down the difference between Jacob and Esau, because this is what life is about. Life is about this battle between these brothers. The hand of man is in between the hand, the foot, and the heel of man is waiting on this to see who's going to be at the top. Everything is counted on this. Keep going.
was gonna say, because if I could, sir, that's why they call the Lord the man of war, because
Yes.
he's fighting for supremacy for this nation.
Absolutely. Keep reading.
Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God?
So what are we going to say? Since God hates the white man, since he hates Esau, is God unrighteous? Is that what you're saying? What did he say? What did Paul say?
God forbid.
Paul said, hell no. We're not going to say that. Why?
Verse 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
What is the Most High saying?
Everybody ain't getting no mercy and compassion.
Yeah, but give me another way to say that. A real gangster way.
I'm gonna do what I do.
I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. I'm going to do what I do. That's it. That's perfect. He's like, what are you saying? God is unrighteous? He can do what he want to do because he is the potter. He has power over the clay. Go ahead.
It's crazy that you put it that way, because now it ring a bell in my mind about how when you say something about like or how when Christians say something crazy about God, and then you be like, well, how can you say that about God when we disagree? They be like, well, you trying to put a limit on God when he could do what he want to do.
They put a limit on God. They limiting God to just being only loving us.
Yeah.
He got to love everybody else. Why can't he just love us?
Right.
God can't do what he want to do.
Right.
That's the Bible lie. And when you're able to put that in your chest and really realize that you are the people that God chose, and that the white man is the devil, then all of this will start making sense. You'll start to see why the first thing that they want to attack is our families and our households, because that is the foundation of our nation, is our family, our brotherhood. And you got to break up the house to destroy the children. You got to bind the strong man to spoil his goods, his wife and his kids. Go ahead.
It's that's important too, Cap. I just seen a study that psychologists did where they said there's a correlation between success and family. So like before, they said for over 350 years, the white man has been the most successful financially because of his family ties. But now they said East Indians are number one in success. I think they said $130,000 a year of a family household income.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their marriage rate or family together rate is like 94%.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Because they have a strong foundation. You know, we've been tricked into thinking that, our women don't need a man, and we don't need each other. The Lord said it is not good for a man to be alone. That's why he gave Adam Eve,
Right.
because we are supposed to be together. We're supposed to work as a team. And we've been convinced that we don't have to be a team. We're just going to win the championship alone. I'm going to win the football championship alone by myself. You got linebackers, all that. You the quarterback, you the block, you the center, you everything. And you're going to win by yourself. No, you're not. Not against a team. Not against a defense and an offense.
Right.
You're going out there by yourself.
And first, second, and third string. Too.
Yeah, first, second, and third string. And you got to play on both sides of the ball by yourself. And then you blaming everything else. No, you chose to lose because you chose the way that your oppressor gave you. Right. And your oppressor is your enemy. He is the lion, the predator. And he eats off of your foolishness. You know who thrives when you fail? He does. Now he's getting rid of the competition, because you are the real competition. You don't even have the an inkling of an understanding of how great of a people you are. Even in your low state that we're in right now, you still don't see how great. But you're seeing it. We're seeing it in the UPK. We're seeing what we're doing in here. With the people that we have in here and everything that we get accomplished, I can see and understand why the Lord is so mad that we've been bullshitting for so long. But we're coming out of that. And classes like this is going to help you come out of it, because now you're going to be able to see clearly who and what you're dealing with. You got your hand up?
Con, sir, it was still on the family part. I know that's not the topic, but I just wanted to also point out, like, I don't know if everybody's seen that Dame Dash interview on the Breakfast Club,
Yeah, I see.
but he did drop something heavy about like how white folks, they don't put stuff in their own name. They put it in their family office. But again, like you was just saying, they teach us that family is not valuable, but you are valuable. Like, you got to get you. You got to be independent. And then what happens is we put everything in our name, and it overwhelms us. It stresses us out. We get rich or die trying, so on and so forth. But they don't do it that way. They use their family to gain wealth and put it in their family. So I just wanted to say that too as well, sir. That family is a very powerful thing, sir.
Absolutely. That's the number one tool. And that's another reason that the Most High gave us that tool to use, and we can have an extremely large family. You know what I'm saying? In our culture, a man has more than one wife. And so with that being a part of our family, the growth is, like the East Indians, they are thriving with 3 and 4 wives, because they have all these incomes and these businesses and all that's going on. Everything is not about sex like the world wants you to think. That's white. That's white, to think that everything is lust. Everything ain't lust. And we're not that base of a people. We're not that low. Where we at? I asked for another scripture. Yeah, go ahead. Give me that scripture.
Ecclesiastes 7, verse 13. Consider the work of God, for who can make that straight, which he hath made crooked.
That's an excellent scripture. You got to consider the works of God. Consider that in your mind. God created them. God created us. Well, he said, consider this. Who can make straight what I've made crooked? You got to consider the Lord made them crooked. You can't straighten them out. Therapy is not going to fix them. It's like trying to bend a car back that was totaled. And you're trying to drive it cross country. You're trying to fix it back. You take it to your partner house. That's what you do. You take it to your partner garage. He got a welder. You're trying to realign it and put it on the machines. And yes, it's rolling better. The alignment is it's crooked. You can't make it straight. And we can't change the mind of our oppressor. Do you know why? Why does the white man hate blacks and Hispanics?
Because they're not us. Because
I would say because they envy us.
Because they know the truth, what's going to happen to them.
Go ahead, sis.
Because they're not the chosen people of God.
Nope. Give me Ezekiel 35:5. What you gonna say, Dawid?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I guess because they can't beat us.
For no reason.
Give her a hand. That's the answer. They hate you without a cause, for no reason. Look up the definition of perpetual. Looking up on your phone. Just quick Google search it.
This is the definition of perpetual: never ending or changing.
Read that again.
The definition of perpetual from the Oxford Dictionary: never ending or changing.
What else?
Occurring repeatedly, so frequent as to seem endless and interrupted.
They hate you.
uninterrupted.
They hate you for no reason at all, forever, because they're the vessels of dishonor. They are crooked. They are the bad guys. There is nothing you can do to change their mind about you. If they cry and say they love you, they are lying, because eventually they will show their true colors, because the hatred they have for you is never ending. It's not going to ever change. Stop trying to find the good one. There are none, because their nature is going to come out. They don't have a reason to be mad at you yet. But when they get a reason, their true nature is going to come out, and they're going to do what they've always done. And if you can just grab that, you can protect your children. You can protect yourself. You can protect your wife. You can protect your brothers and sisters. And you'll know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with them. But if you keep trying to find the good in them, you're setting yourself up for a Chucky scene. Do you understand? Did I have a scripture there? Go ahead. Yeah, read that.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast it's like because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Stop. How this going? It's too much happening. He said, because you had a perpetual hatred and shed the blood of the children of Israel. What did he say?
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee.
Since you hated the children of Israel, I got blood waiting on you. And it's going to chase you. This white man came up to us yesterday and said, yeah, I've died already. I've died 4 times. I died in Corpus Christi. I got hit. I was sitting at the lot right in front of the beach. Somebody, wham, hit me at 60. I was on my bike. He said, and God just brought me back to life, blew his breath back in me. I said, you know why? Because he's not ready for you to die. Death is fleeing from you so that you can be here to be judged. When I said that to him, he was like, oh shit. Like, he thought it was a blessing to come back to life. I let him know that it was a curse. I said, you ever heard that scripture and said, death fleed from him? He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, death is fleeing from you so you could come back and be judged. I said, so keep living. He's like, well, hell, I don't know if I wanna. Well, you can't die. I seen a video the other day where the African said he died 20 times and came back. He must have been Ubuntu from the, he must have been doing black people bad in Africa. The Lord said, I got something for you. I got something for you. Why? Because blood is being prepared for them. Because they've touched the children of Israel. You just got to know that's the God you serve. The Lord is making sure that all your ops get dealt with. Keep going.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Yeah, since you haven't hated what you've done, then I'm going to make sure that you can't escape what you've done. Keep going.
Verse 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth.
Yeah, the Lord is going to cut you off. He's going to destroy your land. He's going to destroy everything that you have because you deserve it. Now give me Ezekiel 34:8. And this is what you got to remember about who you are, because you are a sheep. Where we? Start at verse 5.
Come on. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd,
Mm-hmm.
and they became meat to all the beasts of the field.
Let me tell you something. Black Hispanics, you've been scattered because you didn't have no leaders. You didn't have nobody to keep the flock together. There was no shepherd. That's why we're here. We're here to bring the flock back together. We're the shepherds. We're the ones that's going to reunite the flock. Keep going.
When they were scattered, verse 6, my sheep wandered through all the mountains and upon every hill, high hill.
Guess what? Blacks and Hispanics, you wandered through every nation and the top of their civilization, the governments, the mountains, the top of every high hill, looking for their gods, looking for you. You've joined everybody. That's what his sheep have done. You wandered through all the mountains, all the governments. You've been at the top of every civilization, giving counsel to the president, giving counsel to the king, looking for gods and worshiping everything. Keep going.
Yea, my flock was scattered upon all the face of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and none did and none did search or seek after them.
Yeah, you had nobody to look after you or protect you. Keep going.
Verse 7, therefore, ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Verse 8, as I live, saith the Lord, surely because my flock became a prey, and my flock became meat to every beast of the field.
Guess what? We have been being eaten off of for so long. We've made everyone rich. That's why that white woman wouldn't even pray that you had some money, because you feed her, she don't feed you. You make sure that she gets food, not vice versa. You are the meat that they eat from that makes them so fat. You keep going.
Because there was no shepherd.
Why?
Because there was no shepherd.
You know what this class is for? For you all to now know that we're going to starve them out. We're going to cut the food source. And the food source is us. We're not going to give them our, spirit anymore. We're not going to serve their gods. We're going to leave their mountains. We're going to leave their hills. We're going to leave their valleys. And we're going to go into our own mountains, our own hills, and our own valleys, and we're going to build that up. We're not going to keep feeding them. We're going to feed the flock. Keep going.
Neither did my shepherds search for my flock,
Mm-hmm.
but the shepherds fed themselves.
See, our religious leaders wasn't trying to fix blacks and Hispanics. Our religious leaders were trying to line their pockets. They were trying to get connected so that they can go and sit in the hills and in the valley, and in the mountains at the top of civilization, as you are wandering all over the hills and the mountains, looking for protection. Now, we don't give a damn about none of that. We only care about the security and the safety of the flock. Keep reading.
And fed not my flock. Verse 9. Therefore, O ye shepherds, hear the word of the Lord. Verse 10. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against the shepherds, and I will require my flock at their hand.
Guess what? The Christians, the Lord is against them. And that's why their churches are shutting down. And they are going to be held responsible for all these brothers and sisters out here that's destroyed. He's going to require the blood. That's why in the book of Revelation, it says that the beast and the false prophet are going to be destroyed together. The white man and his messenger is going to be destroyed together, because so many religious leaders haven't wanted to do the will of God. They wanted to do the will of their God, the white man. You're going to see that this Bible is black and white. It is. It is about nations. And it's about your nation finally getting the thing that we've always been promised, the kingdom of heaven. Power, glory, and rulership of the earth. And it's coming to pass right before your eyes every day. Today is the Feast of Trumpets. And we're going to go into to help you understand how important today is. That you understand the trumpets that's being blown, the things that you see happening in today's time. Because, you know, you go outside and you can understand the sky is about to rain, but you cannot discern the signs of the times. We are here to help you with that. Keep going. Drop down to verse 28.
Come on. Verse 28. And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen.
Now that you got good shepherds, now you're no more going to be a prey. You're not going to be food to the heathen anymore. You're not going to be getting ate off of, because now you got shepherds that care about the safety of the flock. Now we're going to see the white man for who he is. He's the lion that wants to eat you. And we're not going to allow him to be a wolf in sheep's clothing, to cover himself amongst us and walk around us as the good token. Well, he's the good guy. No, we know that you are a lion. We know that you're a wolf under there. That's not a real sheep. He's not a friend of sheep, because lions eat lambs. So no longer will you be a prey to the heathen anymore. Why? Because you know who he is now. He's not a friend. He's not an ally. He is an enemy. Keep going.
Neither shall the beast of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid.
We're going to dwell what?
Safely, and none shall make them afraid.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to now, because we know this, we're going to be safe. And we're not going to be afraid of anything or anyone else, because now we got shepherds that's keeping us safe from these evil bastards. I need that scripture from in Maccabees. It says, all mischief. Go ahead, Dawid. Give me 2 Maccabees 7. That's where it's at.
Now you what you were saying was more to the topic, but I know that we got the angels too that's watching over us as well. Like,
Absolutely. 2 Maccabees 7. Uh, 31. This is what you got to know about the white man. This is what you got to know.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 31. And thou
What happened?
that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shalt not escape the hands of God.
Hold up, read that again.
This is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 31. And thou that hast been the author of all mischief,
Some of it,
all mischief,
most of it,
all mischief.
the white man has been the author of all mischief among who?
Against the Hebrews.
Against who?
The Hebrews.
That's what the Bible says. The white man is the problem with the black community. It's not black and brown. It's black and white. He is the problem in every situation. You want to know what's wrong with your family? It's the white man's fault. You want to know what's wrong with your finances? It's the white man's fault. Anything, you want to know why you're sick? The white man. You want to know why your toe hurt, your back hurt? It's the white man's fault. Everything that you could think of that's wrong, whose fault is it? The white man. Listen, that makes you feel a whole lot better, don't you? Now you know what the problem is. You go to the doctor tell you what the problem is. Now you can work on the problem. Well, Akim, the Bible says, read it one more time.
And thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of God.
Shall not what?
Shall not escape the hands of
It's
God.
all over the Bible. They are not going to escape God's hand. because judgment, the scene of great future judgment, is for them. They are the bad guys, and they're not going to escape the Lord. And they know it. That's the best part about it. They know it. It's written and it's happening. So you can sleep at night. Now you got something to make. Every time you say the devil is busy, don't think about the horns and the pitchfork devil. Think about the white man. That's who's busy. You say, damn, Satan. Don't think about the angel. Think about the white man, because that is who all of the mischief and all of the hardships is coming from. His policies, the way he got things set up. Now, life will be a whole lot easier because now you can identify the problem. You understand? Give me 2 Thessalonians 2 and I think I'm gonna start at 4.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 4. Who oppresseth and exalteth?
I gotta start at 3. Go ahead.
Colonel Concert. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed.
The what of sin?
Man of sin be revealed.
Let me see. The man of sin. Is it the spirit of sin?
That man of sin be revealed.
Keep reading.
The son of perdition.
The what?
The son of perdition.
Now, read the definition of perdition. Read was under was highlighted.
In the Zondervan Bible dictionary, perdition. Slakia. Perishing, destruction.
That's what it is. He is the son of destruction, and he's perishing. He knows that his end is at hand. He knows it. He's called the son of destruction, the son of death, the son of perishing. That's what he's called in the Bible, the son of perdition. He's the man of sin. We're not talking about horns and you know, a pitchfork. We're talking about people. That's the problem in your life. People are oppressing you. Keep going.
The final state of the wicked is referred to. In popular usage, men make this word a synonym for hell and internal punishment.
Listen, now, the white man is the man of hell and internal punishment. Now, I ain't doing nothing but reading information. The white man is the man of hell and eternal punishment. He's the man of destruction. He's the man of sin. And you can't get Christ until that's revealed to you, because you've been deceived. That's why I said, let no man deceive you. Keep going.
Verse 4. Who oppresseth and exalteth himself?
Oppose it.
Slakia. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God?
This white man opposes everybody. You know what another word for oppose is, right? He said it. Oppress. Who opposeth and exalt himself above everything and everyone that is called God. God's children are oppressed and opposed by the man of destruction. This is the Bible is showing you what problems are coming from and how to fix them. Keep going.
Or that is worshipped, so that he as God.
He as what?
He as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Listen now. He is sitting in the Vatican right now forgiving sins. Is it an Asian doing it? Is it an East Indian? Who doing it? He, as God, sitting in the temple of God, saying that he is God. Your grandma prays to white Jesus. She kisses white Mary that's on the rosary. We're talking about the man of sin. Keep going. I think this is my favorite part right here.
Verse 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
What is Paul saying?
Paul was telling them that the white man is the devil.
Give him a hand. That's the Bible. Paul said, remember I told y'all the white man was the devil? Remember when I was with y'all? I was telling y'all this. I locked up writing y'all letters and all that. I was telling y'all, man, we gotta watch out for them. Because they've always been the author of all mischief among the Hebrews. Keep going.
Verse 6. And now ye know what withholdeth that ye might be revealed, that he might be revealed in his time.
Now you know what I was trying not to say, because it got to be revealed in its time. You know what that means? There's going to be a time that nobody's going to be able to see it. And we've been in that time for a long time. Nobody was able to see who the devil was. No matter how much death and destruction he brought. Do you know that we call Arabs terrorists because of an act that they've done from 9/11, but we never call a white man terrorists for school shootings that they do every day? They never got the title of being terrorists, and they do school shootings at least twice a week, and they've never been called a terrorist. Isn't that terrorism? Nobody calls them terrorists. But 9/11, war on terror. The terrorists, you see an Arab with a hijab on, and you looking like, oh shoot, he about to blow something up. You believe the lie, and you ignore reality. Keep going.
Verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
The mystery of the lie is already in work. The mystery of sin is already at work. What's the mystery of sin? The white man. Right. And he's hiding right in your face. Keep going.
Only he who letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way.
Now it's in the Lord's hand until the Lord removed them out of the way. That's what he was saying. Now all we can do is wait on the Lord, because now we got to wait till the Lord let this happen all the way through. Keep going.
Verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed.
Then the wicked is going to be revealed. Why does he have to be revealed?
Judgment.
No, why does he have to be revealed? Mike.
Oh, so like you, sir, because it's a mystery to us.
Yes, give him a hand. That's the truth. It's a mystery. For so long, you come into school and you say, why can't people see this? Because it's been revealed to you. That's what Christ said. He said, my God, what did Christ say to his disciples about I give it to you, I don't give it to the world?
Oh yeah, talking about he said you talking about the mysteries. It's my way he said I speak to them in parables.
That one, yes.
I don't know.
I speak to them in parables that hearing they may hear and not understand, and seeing they may see and not perceive, because it's a mystery to the world, but not to you. and to you it is given. But to them that are without, that's what I was thinking about. But to them that are outside of here, that are without, it is not given. So what are they going to do? They're going to see white people and try to find the good one. You are going to know that there are no good ones. And that's going to keep you safe. You're going to be like, what kind of party is it? Mosh pit? Oh, no, I'm good. I'm going to stand down. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, this is the difference between the real watchmen and the people that set themselves up as watchmen, like pastors or politicians.
Yes. That's exactly right. Keep reading.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Who the Lord going to do what?
Consume with the spirit of his mouth.
That's what we're doing today. We're consuming the liar with words. That's it. We're just telling you what the Lord said. The Lord is consuming him with the spirit of his mouth. Keep going.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And he's going to destroy them, the man of sin, when Christ returns. It's all over the Bible that he's going to destroy the man of sin when he returns, because they are the great scene of future judgment. Keep going.
Come on. Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the work of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Now, hold on. No, you got to skip. You got to skip. Oh, that was 8. Okay. Dang. We went right through that. Read that again, 9. Even him.
Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Keep going.
Verse 10. And with all
deceivableness
of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
What's going to happen to these people? They're going to be deceived because they don't receive the truth, and they won't be saved from the death that's coming. That's what's happening. Why? Because the devil is doing the works of Satan. That's what's happening. You seen it. You just read it. The white man does the work of Satan, and he has all power in lies and deceivableness. Your strength is the truth and saying what God says to say, and that's how you're going to fight it. So it's important that you stay in the school, stay faithful. You know what I mean? Because the lies is the darkness that's going to destroy you and consume you. Y'all understand? You got any more? We got any questions online? I hope I laid it flat for you. I hope you know that the white man is the devil today. I hope y'all don't get, But no, Bobby at work, though. It's always that one that you got that you just, no, I feel you, Cap. But this one right here, I've been knowing him for 20 years. He ain't never crossed me. Not yet. Go ahead.
Like you're saying, sir, like that one that never crossed you, we always hear him talking bad about others.
That's right, Doc. Yeah, he just haven't crossed you yet. That's it. That's all. But your day is coming. You know why your day is coming? Give me Isaiah 13 and 14. I'm going to show you why your day is coming. And I'm glad you said that.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe, as a sheep that no man taketh up.
That's what the times are right now. A chase roe is like a deer on the run. Right. Somebody chasing a deer. And it said, read it again.
And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
Yeah, and a sheep that has no protection. You see why we keep coming back to this sheep stuff. That's you. You're like on the run with no protection. Why? Keep going.
They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land.
You're on the run looking for protection. And that's what everyone else has. And that white man that you're trying to love and join with and unify with, guess what? He has his own people. He's going to turn back to his own people. Capt Yatazaq. Yeah, everybody's going to turn back to their own people. Keep going.
Verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through,
Everyone that is, go ahead.
and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Everybody that's found with them and joined with them shall fall by the sword. So you know why he haven't turned on you yet? Because it hasn't, the race wars haven't started. That's why. Everybody is now turning back to their own people, though. That's why that just think about this. We are teaching that Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are the same people, right? White people are not having kids as fast as we are. So by 2030, they would have been the minority and we would have been the majority. And now we would have all been thinking that we would all been knowing that we're the same people. And they done flooded the borders by the millions coming into this country. And now we would have all been together in this country, loving each other and standing with each other. They would have been in a horrible shape. So what did they do? We got to get them out of here.
Right.
We got to divide them from each other. They can't stand with each other. They can't stand side by side with each other because they'll fight against us. And that's what Egypt knew. Egypt knew that if we go to war, they're going to fight with our enemies because they're not on nobody's side. And we're oppressing them and we're working the dog shit out of them. So they could possibly stand on the side of our enemies. And that's what your enemies know too. So while everybody's coming together, they make sure they divide you more. They keep you away from coming together to fight against them. Keep going.
Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
That's what's going to happen when everything gets started. Go ahead. I'll give him a hand. It's happening in Palestine right now. They live in this. And the craziest part about it happening in Palestine and in the Gaza Strip and all over the Middle East. Read the next verse.
Verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, that's the people that's talking about right now. They over there getting that happened. It's happening to them right now, and everyone is going to war over this. And they're all going to go to war with who?
The children of Israel. Well,
America.
The white man. They're going to war with them over the blood that's been spilt, over the crimes that they've committed against their people. Because blood shall pursue them. Blood is going to pursue them that spilt it. That we read at the beginning. Now they got to pay for all the blood they've spilled. So they got to pay for the blood in Pakistan and Afghanistan and Iraq and in all over the earth. Their blood is going to be spilled so that the land can be at peace, at rest. That has to happen. And it's a beautiful day coming. And they know it's coming. Therefore, now they trying to separate you more, divide you more, destroy you more so that they can try to have a fighting chance. But God is against them. And there's nothing they can do. All right. We got any more questions in the chat? We good? See.
if I Good though, sir.
Come on.
How okay, what's the approach? Because I know like right now we saying like the Esau, the white man is to blame for all things, and like how we join hand with them, it's because we think that they're good, but also as far as like their culture, you know what I mean? Like how you said, like the Chase Road, like eventually everybody's going to turn to their own people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, turning to our own people means also coming back to our culture, like something like multiple wives, or something like that, like that's tearing our families apart. Like how are we going to be able to show them the culture, that they're living is the white man's culture, and this is their culture. More so making the connection for them to accept it, even though it's hard to accept.
Well, everybody has to cross that road when they get to it in their own mind. Like you come in here to serve the Lord because you choose to serve the Lord. That's the same thing with the women too. That's why the scripture say neither Jew nor Greek, bond nor free, male nor female. We're all one. You all have to make the decision to put this in you. That's why Christ is saying that you can't be lukewarm or I'm going to spew you out of my mouth. This thing has to be done by you. The same zeal that you put into this, your wife would have to put into this. And she would have to know that this is the truth and this is the culture and this is how it is to accept it. Because other than that, it's manipulation. It's you're trying to make me do this, do that. She has to believe the way you believe. And that's the hard part about it. That's why you can't be a hypocrite. That's why we push, don't be a hypocrite. Because coming in here half-ass will make you clock in and clock out. And this is a lifestyle. This is not a slavery. You go to work, you put your work outfit on, you clock in, you do what you have to do at work. When you finish that, you clock out and you put your regular clothes on. Not the truth. You are in the truth in the shower. You're in the truth at work. You're in the truth at the restaurant, in the club. You're in the truth everywhere you go. You're a representation of God and this life that we live. Your wife or wives have to feel the same way. And then their conversation is going to be the truth. Because now when they hear women at work talking about, I left my baby daddy because he was cheating, because she's in the truth, she's going to say he ain't cheating because a man can have more than one wife. It's going to be in her. She's going to fight for the culture the way you fight for the culture, in a womanly way, because she believes it. The same way she goes into a restaurant and say, oh no, we don't eat pork. Is it pork on that? No, we don't want that. No shrimp. You don't have to stand over here and say, hey, we don't eat. You don't stand over here to do that. So the same way you don't stand over her to make sure that no pork goes in her mouth, then you don't have to stand over her to understand that a man can have more than one wife. She has to do that. And when she does that and put that in her chest, then now she can help push the truth. But right now, she don't want to teach about God because of her own selfish lust that she has to hold on to in her own mind. And that's why, it's kind of productive to the work of the Lord when the women don't represent the truth the way it should be represented.
Yeah, that was my point, because
Yeah.
I me personally, I see our sisters in the society as a major part of like
Absolutely.
why we are in, you know what I mean, like our family or our household, which we were just talking about earlier, is the way it is. And of course it's because of white culture.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, white culture is in the brains. What the Maki said, we gotta whitewash to be whitewash. What do you say? You gotta get your brain washed from the whitewashing. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it is. Like, we are so whitewashed in our minds, we don't even know how deep it is. And a lot of times the sisters don't even know that they're still Christians because they come to class. But they have the idolatry and the mindset of America still in their head. And they fight for it at a Majim Shabbat, saying Yahweh Shema Allah Bashim Yahweh Shah, not even knowing. And so, they're going to have to pour out all of the old wine You can't mix the two. You can't be in the truth and say that you're an Israelite and you don't do this, you don't do that, but then you still holding on to this part of Christianity. You can't. And there's going to come a time where they're going to either have to drink all of it or spit it out. That's that. Go ahead.
So, like, sir, we have a couple questions in the chat.
Come on.
First one is Trooper Aithan Ya'ala, Salakia Saran, Baba Kasha. Can I get a breakdown on how to teach and explain to someone what Genesis 2, verse 7 is really explaining?
Okay.
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
Have you ever heard the saying, man, I brought you out the mud? That's what the Lord was telling Adam. The Lord said, I brought you out the dust of the ground and breathed life into you. I made you who you are. What's that? Baruch 4:1? Baruch 4. Pull that. I think that's it, Baruch. Yeah, that's it right there. This is the perfect precept that you can pull to accompany this scripture to help you teach this.
What is it, 6?
4:1.
Okay. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life.
All of them that do what?
All they that keep it shall come to life.
See, what the Lord did was gave Adam something to bring him to life. He was already alive, but he didn't have life in him. When the Lord started to talk to Adam and give Adam instructions, then Adam became a living soul. He came to life. Keep going.
But such as leave it shall die.
Well, when Adam didn't obey the Lord, and he said, you shall surely die.
Right.
And that's what happened to him. He died spiritually.
That's right. Because
the life was spiritual and the death was spiritual. That disconnection from the Lord is, that's death. It's torture. That's why David said, Lord, please don't take your spirit from me. Because, brother, you don't want that spirit of death in your life again. You want the breath of life. So that's how you teach it. You just teach it like the Lord had. You were in the dust in the world, living life however you wanted to live it, doing whatever you want to do. And then you came in here and got the breath of life, blew into your nostrils. And now you're alive. Until you say, I don't want to live anymore. I want to go back into the world. And that's what the prodigal son did. It's another precept. The prodigal son wasn't dead, but you know what his father said? You were dead to me. This is just how black men talk.
Right.
You were dead to me, but now you live again. And that's how our Father looks at us and our disobedience. Our disobedience to our Father is you're dead to me. Until you get your act together, then you're alive again. That's what that is, right?
Slucky, sir. There's another question in chat by Trooper Zakarwan. This is Shalom Yahweh. Slucky Adawan, if the other nations can't sin according to Psalm 147:19, why the Most High judge Sodom and Gomorrah?
Sodom and Gomorrah's judgment was based off of the Lord wanting to destroy them for what they were doing. Why? Why did he want to do it?
Because it reached up to heaven.
We just read this. Hold on. Sis?
He can do what he want.
Give her a hand. Have not the potter power over the clay? The Lord can do what the hell he want to do. He can unalive a whole village if he wants to, you know, and because he's the Lord. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. Hell no, it ain't. Shoot. Go ahead, Cap. 2 Peter 2 and 6. Let me get 2 Peter 2 and 6.
Second Peter chapter 2, verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly.
Do you know why they were destroyed? It shows you how the Lord feels about that type of behavior. He did that so that you can have an example of that type of lifestyle and how he feels about it, the disdain he has for it. So he took a people that are not a people and destroyed them, and to show his people how he don't like it. Just so you can have something to look back in history and say, you see what the Lord did to them in that city or somewhere that lived like that? We shouldn't do that. That's what it was for. So you can learn from it. The water, I appreciate that. That it? We good? All right. Because yes, it's on it. All right, with that, we're gonna pass the class over to the young trooper. Say your name again, Padaya. Give him a hand. What is this? Oh, okay. Padaya. I ain't gonna forget it no more.
Here's the Isupk security announcements. Where the Isupk started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are to be shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 and through 10, means a tenth of the Hebrew. Ma'ashra, it's like you. 10% of every penny which increase the Lord gives you. Give it to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like upcoming holy convocations. Announce today is the blowing of the trumpets. Blowing of the trumpets, the first day of the 7th month, Sunday, 21st September 2025. Leviticus 23:24 through 25. Remind Akim and Akwith that check the bulletin board in the hallway to announce wants to be a trooper in the school. Start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Brothers Amijam, a courteous salute to the teacher. A man of Israel, Amijam, my Shabbat, and Amijam, Barak, Hashem Hawashah Brakatah. Yadam Mata. Saw. Sisters of Majum. Give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Man of Israel. Man of Shabbat. Amijam. Brought.
Yahweh Shema Ladab Ba'Shem Yahweh.
Yamata. Class dismissed.
Good job, Bach. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard this before. Oh, shun. You gotta go cut the feed off, huh? That was the white man's fault. That was definitely the white man. What's going on?